Let's go. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the great. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming.
Well, we have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
Let's go.
He'll try and start this drive in the air. And his first pass is incomplete.
These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in Week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. That good for 19 and a first down. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
The Giants hit 10-4 on the year, and they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Buying time to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Now, this defense for the Eagles, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. He'll drop to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And not much running room. Down to the 32. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, How about giving me an opportunity?
Here we go, here we go.
Throwing to start the drive. Hoover throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Just a gain of a couple there, and it's second down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
To throw on second down. Hoover. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
The first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Looking to throw on second down. Hoover. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is, we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
A bad time for a roughing penalty. And they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Hoover. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has. And if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with second and a couple. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Back to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. And boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Eagles take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Giants.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Point after, right down the middle. We are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
To throw on second down. Hoover. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support him. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Here we go.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just so quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this is caught by Watkins. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 41-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. On first down, Hoover. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw again, Hoover. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Throwing on first down. Hoover. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
I think you would agree. Just a good decision right there. Goes for the safe play. Gets some yardage out of it.
And showed some toughness as well. As you noted, he stayed right in there. Solid rush was coming. Hung in there, took the hit, dumped it out to the outside, and now they pick up some yardage, and you have a back that's grateful to you and will continue to make plays.
Looking to throw on second down. Hoover. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. Back to throw. Hoover. Throwing. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Running again with Barkley on second down.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here.
He's got his man downfield. It's Robinson.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Hoover. Got a man. It's Brown. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On 1st and 10. Hoover. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Right there, hurt.
They'll look to throw again. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 36. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Okay, great.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again. Hoover looking left side, and it's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
To throw on 2nd down. Hoover. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone.
Operating from the gun. Hoover. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Up the middle with Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a turn and a give to Barkley. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back to throw here.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
And the Eagles are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Operating from the gun, Hoover. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 39. 23 yards on the play. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try to chip someone at the 2nd level.
On 3rd down, Hoover. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The kick by Elliott is good, and they have regained the lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. They're going to look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back. Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. Back to throw. Hoover. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to get the football here at their own 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A big play there for Philly. 52 yards.
Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play quarterback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle, because where it goes, that's where you find his body, and he's able to get in there and make a great play.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So after the loss of down, they'll come up here with a 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Hoover. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jalen Guyton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
Taken at the goal line.
And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Down.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And what a golden break here. This ball is going to be touchdown, but just outside of the red zone.
Here we go, here we go. Fix the Eagles, fix the Eagles.
Throwing to start the drive. Hoover. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And the Giants force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goals.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Eagles are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter.
Come on, come on. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. There he goes right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead is hanging by a thread after that pick six, but look, they're still in the driver's seat. Now the question, how aggressive will they be on this drive? Time to find out. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Operating from the gun, Hoover dancing to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
On 3rd and 2, Hoover going deep here for Watkins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, 67 yards. And the Eagles use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency, because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
And this fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Ready. Triple 38.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he is going to have the Giants first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Back to throw.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Barkley, inside handoff. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Giants on 3rd down. Lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Here's it. Barkley hit, and the ball pops free. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. So holding on the offense, they go ahead and decline the penalty, and the ball will change hands on the fumble recovery. On 1st down, Hoover steps away to his left. And that is incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is taken in at the 5.
And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line.
A big play there for Philly. And even 40 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are right back in this football game.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And my goodness, another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really...
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are right back in this football game.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. It seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
He's got Bellinger, and he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Now back to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check pass. Check pass.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Ready. You kill it.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Okay, right.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Hoover. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Down inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Back to throw. Hoover. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles Watkins, touchdown.
Quez Watkins,
His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
and the Eagles extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
It's caught inside the 25. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is.
52 blaster. 10.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Here's a 2nd and 7. This will be caught at about the 6. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Philadelphia, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the year.
And they will head home for next week's contest. That is against Washington.
Meanwhile, for the Giants, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.